All right, Mr. Jones again. We're going to solve systems of equations, but this time using elimination. We've gone over solving systems by graphing. We've gone over solving systems by substitution. Today we're going to talk about elimination. And virtually what we're doing is we're stacking these equations up, and then we're going to add them going down, just like you would add numbers, just like you would add double-digit numbers. And so what we're going to do here is say, put a line there, and we're going to look for additive inverses in our variable ranks here. And so I'm looking at 3c and 2c, they're not additive inverses. I'm looking at d and negative d, those are additive inverses, so I can cancel those out. And so now I'm going to add down, and I'm going to end up with 3 plus 2 is 5c equals 4 plus 6 is 10. Now I'm on my way to solving for c, and I haven't done any of that old nasty work we used to do for substitution. And so I'm going to divide by 5 on both sides. And I know that c equals 2. Look at how much less work there is, and I've already solved for c. Now that I have c, I can choose one of these equations. Let's say 3c plus d equals 4. And I can take my, my c equals 2 here and substitute that in. Unfortunately, there's still a little bit of substitution involved. And so I'm going to have 3 times 2 plus d equals 4. That gives me 6 plus d equals 4. Now all I have to do to solve for d is subtract 6 from both sides. D equals a negative 2. Let's write our ordered pair. C and d. C is 2. D is negative 2. That is solving systems of equations using simple elimination. All right, Mr. Jones here again, and we're still going to talk about solving using elimination. We're just going to give you another example. And so the problem I'm looking at now has 2x minus 3y equals 12 for our first equation, and 4x minus 3y equals 24 for our second. And so what we're going to do again is look for additive inverses in our two equations because we're stacking them up, right? And so I'm looking at 2 and 4, that's 6x. That's not going to give me any additive inverses there. We have negative 3y and 3y. Those are our additive inverses. So we can take the information and cancel those out. Boom. And so now we have 6x equals 36. Because we're just adding down here. Just adding down. And so now what we need to do then is solve for x. And so I'm going to divide by 6 on both sides and have x equals 6. Now that I have x equals 6, what I'm going to do is take that information for x equals 6 and substitute that 6 back into one of those equations to solve for y. Let's say we're going to use this first equation here. 2x minus 3y equals 12. Remember, I'm going to now take this 6 and put it in for x. So now I'm going to rewrite that equation with my new x in there, my value for x, which is 6. 2 times 6 minus 3y equals 12. So now I'm going to have 2 times 6, which is 12, minus 3y equals 12. Subtract 12 from both sides. A negative 3y equals 0. Divide by negative 3 on both sides to solve for y, and we're almost there. Y equals 0. Now I have my solution. It was quick, it wasn't messy, it was nice, it was beautiful. And so x is 6, y is 0. There's my solution. Smile, algebra.